Hey guys, welcome to yet another episode of All That Craft, where I go looking all over the internet to find awesome DIY projects that look too good to be true, and then I try them out and see if they work or not. In today's video, I'm going to DIY the crap out of this, the ring inspired well, or the Samara girl, whatever you want to call it. When I first saw this post, I thought, damn, this looks creepy as and it looks too good to be true. So naturally, I had to attempt to make it. I looked at the details of this post closely and realized it looked rather expensive, and most of the stuff used in this project was either stuff that I had never seen or heard before, or I had never worked with before. So I was like, challenge accepted. So to make the well, you need to use a large round garbage can, and you need to use 2-inch thick insulation foam and cut out and carve rocks out of the insulation foam and then stick them on the garbage can. The post suggests using 2-inch thick insulation foam. So I went to my local hardware store looking for this foam, and it turns out that this sucker is like 8 feet tall and it's really thick and it's kind of heavy. So I was like, there's no freaking way I am hauling this all the way to my car and then attempting to cut it and then attempting to carve it and then attempting to glue it and stick it to the garbage can. It's also like really rigid and kind of hard to work with. So I was like, you know what, F that. I'm gonna try and find an alternative to these insulation foam bricks. So I spent about 3 sleepless nights, and then after about 3 beers, this finally came to me. And I figured out how to make the bricks using a much cheaper, easier, and better alternative that is still waterproof and still works. So to make the brick, I took a piece of aluminum foil, crushed up some paper in the center of it, and then just wrapped it like this, like a sandwich, and kind of shaped it into a rectangular brick shape. Once I had a bunch of these bricks made, I spray painted them with 2 different colors. First, I put on a coat of some light gray paint, and then I went over it with some darker brown color paint. For the darker color, I used this rust brown, and for the lighter color, I used this lighter gray. Once the paint dried, I used this liquid nail stuff, and I started to glue them onto the garbage can one by one. I sanded down the garbage can a little bit before I stuck the bricks on, because that would make them stick better. I'm sticking the bricks, I'm sticking the bricks, I'm sticking the bricks, staking the bricks, staking the bricks. Okay, so this is what it looks like once I had all the bricks stuck. Next step, fill the gaps with insulation foam. I'm sorry I don't have enough footage of this because my dumb head forgot to charge my camera battery. So the foam dried, I spray painted it, and here is my well fully ready and functional. How frackin' cool does that look? For Samara's hands, I took a latex glove and shoved paper in it to form a hand shape like this. I then spray painted it with some green and black paint, but I thought it looked very shoddy and I didn't like the look of it at all. So I decided to try and salvage what I had of the hands by throwing some glue on there and then sticking some cotton on it to kind of give it that, ugly waterlogged look. And it actually started to turn out to look pretty good. After the cotton, I covered it with some skin colored acrylic paint and I just dabbed it all over. I threw a few smidgens of green in there to kind of give it a little more rotting feel, and it looked pretty nice. It still looked like something was missing, so I stuck some acrylic nails I had on there, and damn, it looked good. For Samara's head, I took a PVC pipe and I shoved it inside a foam head. For her shoulders, I took a cloth hanger and I broke off the top little hook, and then I just took some tape and I taped it down really firmly to the bottom of the head. Next, I put some clothes on her. And lastly, I put on her wig. After much hard work, I think my DIY project is finally complete. Now I assembled her in my yard and I'm going to wait for the neighbors' kids to fucking pee their pants. I freaking love it. This whole project cost me about $30 to $35, which if I had followed the original post would have cost me $30 for the foam insulation thing alone. I am so freaking psyched about the way this turned out. I'm hopping around like a happy little bunny. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button. Please feel free to leave a comment below and let me know if there's anything you would have done differently. And it would really mean a lot to me if you would subscribe to my channel. If there's a DIY project you've come across that you think is too good to be true, please leave it in the comments below and I will try my best to recreate it in the cheapest and the easiest way possible without making a complete jackass of myself. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.